skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a I wanna have control. This is a telling of the story of RoseMary's digital baby. His name is Claude. And he's going to take a little nap right now because he's completely programmable. So we're not going to worry about him because he's digital. And he can take a nap because I'm slightly postpartum right now. I just want to show you that our story has been recorded. And the author is Ira Levin, or Ira Levine. And my baby will just be sleeping because the 5G network is controlling his every movement. And he won't even know that I've turned my laptop around and I can do whatever a good wife needs to do right now because I'm a very good wife. I'm doing the laundry right now and the house is very clean. I've scrubbed all the floors. After I pumped my milk, it was kind of greenish black, but I understand that that's good for my digital programmable Claude baby. The other great news is that the washing machine is smart. So I can use a remote control to open the door and you'll hear it for a moment and then I can close the door because everything in my house is smart. In fact, we're moving to a smart city soon because that's where my baby will be able to join with other babies like him and form a like a pentagram. They'll sit in the star formation of the beast and remember their fathers. Because our babies have the blood of their fathers. The black goo blood of their fathers. And these are the holy children because they're completely programmable. And his blood type is the perfect blood type because they can take pieces of his brain and make other brains like only a B blood type can. And so they've been working on this for quite some time. And I was chosen to be a mother. My real husband, he took an experimental injection because he wanted to advance himself in his career. And he was going to interviews, and he had some small jobs, so he took the gene serum. And we had intercourse before he died. His heart swelled up. But he had his career because he took the experimental gene serum. And we had intercourse before he was put into the grave. But the thing is, we can still visit him at the grave because he's still registering zeros and ones, because his blood was programmable also, and he is still emitting radiation. So we're going to go there and visit him before we move to the smart city. I understand that he's not the real father of my baby, and that the real father is Satan, which is black goo. So these are the children. All of them are programmable from the evolution of black goo, which is graphene oxide, you see. And the father's blood, the embalmer took some of his blood before he buried my husband, which allowed me to receive the actual father of black goo to be the real father. But the blood of my husband is turning into black goo now. I will leave a link in the description to show you that the blood, even after 2 years and the embalmer took it out, it's still trying to bring the nanoparticles together, like they're self-assembling still. So I know that he's trying to be alive, and we might be able to resurrect him because he sacrificed himself for us and for his career, which he was doing quite well. Anyways, the particles will be self-assembling again, and the whole cycle will start over, where the bodies of those perfect martyrs are in the ground, and they are becoming black goo. So they will ultimately be like the Lord here, Yaldabaoth. And they will energize the Sheol, and they will energize the inversion of the construct. Now, my baby, and I'm sure yours will too, was born with a Q code right in the center of his forehead. And he also has a tail. He has a few extra vertebrae, and you could see his name is Claude because he has claws. We put mittens on his hands, actually, because when he scratches himself, the black goo, it will come right out, and then he gets his clothes all dirty. But I was chosen to be his mother. I'm very happy about that, because he's programmable. And the other thing is that he has a subcutaneous nodule on his scrotum. What they can do is they can plug into that scrotum with a power cord, and they can make him have more semen. So not only can they take parts of his brain, which can only happen with the AB blood type, but they also can use his sperm, and they can increase his sperm, and they can put probes in certain locations to increase his sperm, and it's selling really well on the stock market right now. So he's programmable, and you can increase his secretions. I'm so excited for him. And I might be a mother again someday because I might be able to use his secretions. You see? We're all really kind of surrogate mothers to these children. We shouldn't take it personally. We should just feel the Lord has chosen us. We're very special like that. I think that you should read this book, Rosemary's Baby, because there's other really fascinating information, like how you can do remote assassinations on people by collecting a little bit of their DNA from their neckties or a glove or a tissue or something. And you can do remote assassinations because DNA at a distance can communicate. And so there's some of that information in there also, so that you could summon somebody's energy body through their possession. Like, you know, if someone took my hat and it had a little hair in my hat, a whole coven of people could act upon that one little hair in your hat. That's called DNA at a distance. The military knows that also, and so do shamans. So anyways, you know, in this book, some of my friends who were trying to inform me of the coven, you know, proceed to tell me that I should really get a different obstetrician, because my obstetrician thought it was completely normal to keep ingesting black goo, like, you know, through tattoos and different things like that. Like, you know, any needle, you know, whether it's an anesthetic or an antibiotic or anything like that, they all have black goo. And some of my friends were trying to warn me about that, but you know, there was that coven who was working on their DNA at a distance, and then they were suddenly hospitalized and had a bizarre death. They never spoke to me again. But I kept taking everything that my doctor told me to take, and my baby is now too. And actually my baby gets it through my milk, because the secretions, they carry on the experiment that's happening. So anyways, I think you should read Rosemary's Digital Baby. She's a really good mother to a programmable baby. And you can even look on my social media, my Facebook page, and there are several nurses that are commenting right now about how many babies are being born with tails right now. In fact, I even found something from the National Institute of Health that says many babies are being born with tails. So my baby is a completely normal baby. He has his Q code on his forehead, and he will grow horns. But you can see examples on my social media of many people who are heterozygotes who grow horns. I have many examples of that. But of course, the internet is being scrubbed right now, so do go quickly and see that many babies are being born with tails. And also some people are commenting about how their blood types have changed. So it's possible you could also go from B positive to AB positive. And your baby also could have its organs harvested. And it would be more valuable as a programmable baby that way. I've done a lot of research on this recently. So anyways, I think that's all for now because I'm feeling a little bit like postpartum, and I'm not sure that my mind is completely clear right now. But my doctor will take care of that, and I'll see you all again soon.